In this video, I want to talk to you about the benefits of gold coin grass, which is a perennial plant that has soothing, tonifying properties for the liver and the gallbladder system. And it has pretty much one primary function I want to talk about in this video. It's not one of the most popular tonic herbs. It's not one that I was very familiar with until I started studying tonic herbs and more in depth. And that's perhaps because it has very specific benefits. It's not something that most people would take on a daily basis. However, it is something that could be very, very useful because of its ability to promote detoxification and the elimination of gallstones or kidney stones in the body, which is really great and really necessary because there are a couple million people every year in America that are having their gallbladder unnecessarily removed just because they don't have the education or information on how to prevent gallstones and how to eliminate them naturally. And so while this may not be the panacea of herbs, it is something that if many people knew about, they could really have saved themselves a great deal of trouble and money before going into gallbladder surgery. I personally have had a few clients that have had their gallbladder removed and experienced side effects like poor digestion and sort of intestinal cramping, even acid reflux and issues because their gallbladder is no longer there to secrete healthy amounts of bile to neutralize stomach acid and sort of lubricate the intestinal tract for better digestion. So I really wanted to make this video today with you to share the benefits of this herb as a natural remedy for gallstones, kidney stones, so you could likely prevent this issue from ever occurring and save yourself a great deal of trouble along the road. So like I said before, the major benefit of gold coin grass is that it is a stone softening herb. So by taking it regularly, you can help actually break down and dissolve naturally any sort of stone in the body, so whether that be gallstones in the liver and the gallbladder, and kidney stones, which are basically just the accumulation of unabsorbed or excess calcium in the body. So they're sort of calcium deposits that were never utilized properly, which could be related to everything from excess consumption of sugar, unhealthy fats, poor liver and gallbladder function just because of the accumulation of toxicity, even hormonal balances that decrease the uptake or absorption of calcium in the body. So whatever reason you may be experiencing gallstones, this herb is really great for keeping the liver, gallbladder, and kidney free of this accumulation. Now, from a Chinese medicine perspective, gallstones are really just the result of damp heat, which is really dampness in the body is like mucus, and heat is usually related to some sort of inflammation or toxicity in the body. And so from the Chinese medicine perspective, when your body is accumulating toxicity, it sort of creates a mucus in the body because of microbes, bacteria, and the mucus is sort of protecting the body from this toxicity. However, when it's drawn out and the toxins are not eliminating from the body properly, then this combination of toxic heat and dampness can result in the formation of stones in the body. So from the basic Chinese perspective, really gallstones are just an accumulation of toxicity in these organs, these detoxification organs that weren't properly eliminated. So again, this could be the result of a poor diet, poor digestion, poor detoxification, hormonal imbalance, but generally it's just a result of poor health. And when you are taking good care of your body, you're eating properly, exercising, sleeping, living a holistic lifestyle, this likely is not going to occur. However, for whatever reason, childhood diet, poor lifestyle habits, in and out of good health, for whatever reason, keeping your gallbladder and liver clean of toxicity is going to be the number one way to prevent this issue. But you can use something like gold coin grass to help dissolve, break up those stones, and pass them naturally with no surgery required at all. So essentially the way that gold coin grass does this is that, first of all, it's going to help stimulate the production of bile. And when your gallbladder and liver are congested, it stops secreting healthy amounts of bile, the bile ducts become congested, and the toxicity starts to accumulate and form stones. However, by taking an herb like gold coin grass, which is very bitter in nature, it's going to help stimulate our vagus nerve that I've mentioned so many times before and tell our gallbladder and liver to flush or detoxify. So one of the major reasons people have toxic accumulation, aside from consuming too much toxicity, is they're not eating enough bitter foods like beets, dandelion, bitter greens, herbs, milk thistle, ginger, turmeric, Chinese bitters, or something like gold coin grass that would stimulate the body to flush. Rather, they're consuming mostly sweet and salty foods that really don't tell the body to detoxify at all. So consuming these bitter foods, a bitter herb like gold coin grass, you're going to signal the cleansing and detoxification process more naturally and more routinely as we should, so that way we're constantly cleansing. So that's really the major way that it helps, eliminate these stones naturally. It has specific compounds that help soften the stones, so that way they dissolve more naturally. And so it's working sort of in two ways. It's going to help break down and dissolve the stones with particular constituents in it, and it's also going to help open the bile ducts and help it eliminate the broken down stones. Additionally, it acts as an anti-inflammatory and an antibacterial herb, so that way it's preventing the actual accumulation of toxic heat in the liver, which would lead to further pain and the pain of sort of eliminating gallstones out of your gallbladder and into your intestinal tract to be eliminated. So acting as an anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, it's going to help basically rebalance your organs, so that way they're not accumulating more toxicity, they're not being further damaged. So this is really the major benefit of taking gold coin grass, to help eliminate stones naturally if you know you have them, or to just take it routinely to tonify the liver, gallbladder, and kidneys, so that way they're not accumulating toxicity, they're not accumulating that heat or dampness that could lead to stones. So you could also be using it to as a preventative sort of medicine to keep your bile ducts clean, keep your organs, your detoxification system clean and well functioning. If you're interested in trying it out, definitely work under the guidance of a holistic practitioner or a Chinese herbal practitioner, so that way the rest of your lifestyle is lining up and you're not doing anything to counter the benefits or create further imbalances. However, some basic tips on taking this herb for its anti-inflammatory benefits, for its detoxification benefits, for its abilities to eliminate gallstones, you're going to definitely want to follow a liver flush protocol, which would probably include you getting off meat, dairy, any junk food whatsoever, and eating a very easy to digest, warming diet, consuming bitters in your diet, ginger, turmeric, any sort of fennel, peppermint, these other herbs that help stimulate the production of bile flow, eating a healthy amount of healthy fats to also further stimulate bile production, and then taking this herb over a long period of time. Not trying to do a 3-day weekend cleanse, but instead taking anywhere from 6 to 12 months to really help restore the function to the liver, kidneys, and gallbladder, so that way they can do their job naturally. So you don't want to rush this process. It's definitely something to take over a long period of time and make shifts in your entire diet and lifestyle to promote the overall well functioning of your detoxification system. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this herb, we have articles on the website, and you can check out the link below to give this a try for yourself.